Um, so I'm gonna show you a tutorial on how to install all the game tools and all the stuff you need to actually start coding. So you know how in class we installed VS Code, just like from online, this VS Code application? Well, we can't use that for FRC. FRC actually makes their own VS Code installation that we have to use, so I'll walk you through how to install it right now. So let's see if we get so far. Oops, okay. So I'll put this link in the chat. It's just like a walkthrough, but when you open it, there'll be a thing called GitHub right here. If you just click that, it will take you to an installation page. You scroll down to the bottom, there'll be a bit of installation files. If you're Windows, you probably have to choose this one. If you're Linux, I don't think anyone is Linux, but if you are, choose this one. And if you're Mac, choose this one. Since I'm Mac, I'll choose this one. And then we just download it. Once it finishes downloading, yeah, mine's downloading right now. Once it finishes downloading, you'll just open it. Let's see what it says. If you're on Windows, you have to go through these steps here. If you're Mac, we'll go through these steps right here. And if you're Linux, I guess you do this. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do if you're Linux, but just follow the steps. Everything you have to know to install will be on this page, so if I'm not making any sense, just follow what it's saying. Yeah, so we'll just wait for this to install. It's almost done. I'm on Mac, so I'll just click it. If you're on Windows, you should follow these steps here to open it. But I'm Mac, so let's open it like this. And it will open. Yeah. And then I'm on Mac, so I just double click it, and it will open up the installation. Should open it. 2 minutes. Wait for this to finish loading up. And then we just move this. I already installed it before, so I'm just getting rid of this stuff I already installed. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Alright, so once it opens up, you just press start. And you want to make sure it says everything, and install for this user. Now, it has these steps, and you'll want to press the top left one, download for this computer only, and install so the same fastest. Not sure what that means, but yeah, click that. It should install a new VS Code installation. This one's not the one you got from the internet. It's one specifically made for FRC. Once that bar finishes, just press next, and we'll just wait for it to finish installing. So yeah, I'll see you all in like 2 minutes. You can just skip through this part. I'm not gonna say anything. Alright, once it's done, just press finish, and if you're on Mac, you want to drag this VS Code, this one, it'll open a folder, which is a new VS Code. You want it to drag it to your dock. So my dock's on the right side. You want to just drag it onto your dock. That. Now, whenever you want to program for FRC, never open your actual VS Code. Open this special VS Code you just dragged to your dock. You'll never want to use the old VS Code. That one won't work. You want to use this VS Code you just installed. So make sure it's in a spot where you'll remember, and if you're ever going to program for FRC, use that VS Code. if you're using VS Code for something that's not FRC, use the actual VS Code you got from just online, like a few months ago. So yeah, if you're on Mac, you'll just drag it to your dock. If you're on Windows, you'll have to let's see. Oh, let's see. If you're on Windows, it'll probably just like show up as an application, and you want to like put it on your desktop or on your toolbar, so you can always use that one. You'll always want to use the VS Code you just installed. That's really important. If you use your old VS Code, it'll throw out like 1,000 errors about something or the other missing. So after that's done, that should be it for VS Code. So you'll want to open VS Code, the one you just installed. You want to open it. I just download the fresh installation, so it should be this. You can just skip through this part. Just choose the mode you want, dark or light mode, and then yeah, just press Markdown, and then it'll open up like it looks like it's normal VS Code, but it's a bit different. So here you want to, on the sidebar, there'll be these files. You want to open the File Explorer, and you want to press Clone Repository. So I'll also put this link for or repository as well, like in the description. So we're Caltronics. This is our page for our GitHub page. Click Rapid React 2022, and then you want to press code at the top here, and then just copy this link here. Just copy that, and then you want to go back to VS Code. You want to paste that link in there, and you want to press clone from URL, and then choose a location for the folder to be cloned into. So cloning just means it'll take all this code here and put it onto a folder on your computer. So I'm gonna choose my desktop. I have a folder called development. I'll just put it in my folder called development. So and make a new folder in this development folder here. I would recommend you put it on your desktop. That's where most people put it. I just put it in development because I have most of my projects in here. So just select that location, and at the bottom right, just press open after it clones it, and then say yes, I trust the authors, because you trust us, right? I'm not sure what this is. Sure, let's go ahead and... Okay. Let's just skip that. I don't really know what that is. It's not really a big update. It's just reloaded really quick for some reason. Alright, so this is my old VS Code. This is my new VS Code. Alright, so we have all the files here. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, alright. So we have all the files here. You'll be working in source, this source folder here. Let me just open this a bit. Source, Java, and you'll be working in this folder. It has robot, main, or subsystems will go in here. Your commands will go in here. Now, let's say you make a change. So let's say in our main, I'll just add a comment saying change demo. Zoom in a bit. Change demo. So I made a change. Actually, ignore the last like 30 seconds. Alright, so this VS Code is basically the same as the old VS Code. There's one difference though. In GitHub, there's a thing called branches, and branches are just like snapshots of code. So let me just go and draw here. So pretend that this is like a timeline, and then let's say this is our code base. This is where we first made the code base, and it would look like this. It's just this code. And then every time someone makes a change, we just like add a new dash. So someone changed something here, someone changed something here, someone changed something here, someone changed something here, and so on. Now, this line right here is called a branch, and this one right here is called the master branch. Master branch. This is the most important part of the entire GitHub. This master branch is the code or robot will use. No one should be able to change this branch, because if someone makes some change and something gets messed up, or entire robot will get messed up, even if it's just some typo or something like that. So this branch is called protected, which means no one can update this branch. Well, except for me, I can take your changes that y'all make and update the branch for the robot. But for you to make changes, you have to make a new branch. So when you make a new branch, what happens is, let's say we're right here. So someone just made a change right here. It's called master. Let me just put that here again. That's a backward S. Crap. Alright, anyway. So let me change here. When you make a new branch, it will take this code at this current moment in time and just take it upwards into a new timeline. Now this timeline is entirely yours. No other person will change this timeline. So for every member, they'll have a new timeline like this. We'll have like a bunch of timelines for each person. And then on this timeline, you can make pushes. So pushes are just, commits or changes to the code. So let's say you add some code that makes the shooter shoot. So we'll make a change there. And then say you fix some bug, make a change there. Say you update some code file that makes the robot move, you make a change there, and so on and so forth. And then once you're so your branch will be named whatever you want, really, but typically it'll be named like what you're doing. So if you're updating the turret, you'll just name it like turret update, or it could also be your name. So just like if your name is Prayog, you'll just put your name Prayog as a branch name. So Prayog. And then once you think your code or your feature or whatever you're doing, so say I asked you to update the turret. Once that is finished, once you think it's done, you'll make something called a pull request. And I'll actually show you how all this happens. So you'll make something called a pull request, which will like go halfway back to the master branch. It's called a pull request. And what this does is it tells me that, or it tells me as the owner of the repository that you think you finished your feature, and that I should and that I should merge it or add your feature to the master branch. So the master branch is stuff that's basically like done, finalized, and it's bug free, or as much as we can hope for. Your branch is just stuff that like you're working on. It can be a mess. I really don't care, as long as it's working, it's good. So once it's done, you'll make a pull request, and then I will go to your code and review it, make sure it does the thing it's supposed to, just make sure like it has no obvious bugs and it's like not too much of a mess and stuff like that. And if I approve it, your code will be merged or joined back with master at this new point in time. So make a loop. You will take a snapshot of the code. You will bring it into your own branch. So it will still have all the files, the folders, everything. It'll just be in your own branch. And then once you're done with your stuff, you'll make a pull request, and I'll merge it back to master branch. And everyone will be doing this at the same time. So like, say we have like Chakotay up here, or Ritvik, or yeah, whatever. Chakotay up here. He makes a pull request, and he does it right before Prayag. His will go like here in this timeline, and it'll be perfect still. The only branch that will ever be updated is your own and master branch. When Chakotay makes a pull request and updates master, Prayag's branch won't be updated. It'll only update once he makes his own pull request and merges back to master. And then after you merge back to master branch, I'll give you some new feature, and then you'll just start over again, make your own branch, and then merge back to master, so forth. And our master branch will have all the finished code, and this code will go on to our robots. So this is the development timeline of how we're gonna make our code, make sure it's bug free, make sure everything's working. So let's go back to VS Code and let's actually show you how this works. So to make your own branch, you will have to, let's see, on MacBooks, it's Command-Shift-P. It'll open up this menu. On Windows computers, let's see. What is this called? This thingy here. Hi guys. Explore. Let's see what it's called. You don't have to do this. I'm just gonna find what it's called, so I can give you the. Ugh. Oh, I think it's Control-Shift-P on Windows. Let's see. I believe it's Control-Shift-P. Yeah. Oh, it's called Command Palette. Okay. On Windows, it's Control-Shift-P. So you'll press Control-Shift-P. On MacBook, it's Command-Shift-P. You'll press that, and then to make a new branch, you'll search up. Or before you do any of this, you want to go to the bottom left corner, and you see where it says Master Branch. That's your current branch. So it should say Master when you first clone the repository, and then you'll press this button next to it. It should be a circle. If you press that, it will sync all changes with, or you press yes on that. It'll sync all changes with, or with this, with our actual repository. It'll sync, so if some other person updates this repository, you press this button, it will sync changes with them. It might be a circle, like two circles like this, or it might be like an up arrow and a down arrow. They both do the same thing. Just press that and it'll sync all your changes. Yeah, and so always, whenever you open up VS Code and your master, just press that button really quick and it'll make sure you're up to date. And always do that before you make a new branch. Always press this button before you make a new branch. Alright, and then you press Command-Shift-P or Control-Shift-P, and you make new branch, and then you'll search create branch. You press that, and then you put a name. It can be whatever feature you're working on, or it can be just your branch name. I'll just name my pull kit for now. So you'll make your branch, and then that's it. Now this code is a snapshot of the code from master branch. It's your own branch. You'll always want to, whenever you're working on or you make some changes, you always work on your branch. You can always check what branch you're on the bottom left corner. Since I'm on Polkit branch, it says Polkit. To switch, you just press Polkit, and then you want to press master. Never press origin/master or origin/head or origin/anything. Always just choose master or your name. So if I want to go back to master, I just press master. If I want to go back to my branch, I just put Polkit. So right now I'm on my Polkit branch, so I can now make changes to it. So like we did before, let's make a change that says demo update, and you want to press Command S. You want to always save. Files won't save automatically. I don't think you have to actually press Command S. I believe there's a setting. Let's see if there's a setting. There should be a setting for save. Save. Oh yeah. So you go to settings, Control Shift P, Control Command Shift P, and look up preferences, open settings UI, search up save on, and you go to autosave, and if you want you can put it to after delay, and then change it to like 1000 milliseconds or 1 second. So what this will do is after you make a change, it will save it automatically. Yeah, that's actually really useful. So yeah, it'll save automatically now. Whenever you make a change, you don't have to press Control S or Command S. So once that's done, you'll want to so after make changes or after you do something. Sorry guys, this is being like a bit of a long video. But after you do something, you'll want to go over to source control. So it'd be the third tab from the top. You want to press that, and you want to make a message of what you changed. So please be descriptive so other people can see like what you did. Since I did nothing, I just put doing demo changes. That's just what I'm doing right now. And then you want to press this check mark, or actually, yeah, we'll press this check mark and press always on this. You will always want to stage them. And just press check mark, and then you want to publish branch, or you want to it might say sync changes or it might say publish branch. Just press it and it'll push your changes to or GitHub, and you can see this at the top. It'll say master. If you go to your branch name, let me reload, and you can press branch and you can find your branch, and this is your code. No one else should be updating this. This is your own branch. And then what we did right here with this message is called a commit, and also it's also called a push. What that is it'll update your code, and it just save updates on with your repository. So we just pushed our changes, and so we'll want to sorry guys. Whenever you push changes, it will update. You can push however many you want. You can push like 1, 5, 100. Whenever you're working on a feature, once you have everything pushed, or once your feature is finished or finalized, and you want me to check over it, and you want to merge it back to our master branch, you want to go back to Safari, or I mean your GitHub, and it'll probably say this at the top. If it doesn't, you can just go to pull requests and press new pull requests, or you can just press compare and pull request here. So on your branch, you just want to press compare and pull request, and you want to make sure compare says your branch name and base says master. If it doesn't, just change it. And even if this does not say able to merge, just continue on with it. It's fine. So you want to add title. It should be your feature that you added. So let's say you added a turret, so say turret fixed, or like turret bug fixed, or whatever your task was. You want to put that there. And since we're doing demo, we'll just put demo demo merge, and then in this comment section you want to say everything you said. It does not have to be too descriptive, but just put what updates you added or what you changed in the code. So let's say you if you fixed a bug, say what you fixed, like what was the problem and how you fixed it, just like one sentence or two sentences, not too long. And then since this is just a demo, I'll just say showing demo updates for did, and then at the bottom it'll show all the updates you did. Red means you removed a line, green means you added a line, and then yeah, so on. And then you want to press create pull request. You want to press that there, and then you're done. That's all you have to do. Once you press that button, I'll go in and I'll check it, and I'll see how the code is. If it's something's wrong, I'll reject the request and I'll just message you and say what's wrong. If it's right, I'll merge it and you're done for this feature. So that's it. Yeah. Main things is make sure you have VS Code downloaded. Always use the VS Code that you just installed for FRC, because it has the libraries and everything installed. Whenever you make changes, you'll always want to be on your branch. So Polkit is my branch. You'll always want to be on that branch. Whenever you make a new branch, you want to go to your you want to go to master. You want to press the sync button, the circle, and you want to do Control-Shift-P and press create branch, and just put your name or some feature, whatever you want there. And then to switch branches, you just press this bottom button and you go to your name. And then make sure you are make sure you never touch the ones that say origin. Always the ones that's just the branch name. So Polkit. When you make a change, let me remove this. When you make a change, you want to go to this circle, the source control that were from the top. You want to add fixed. Add a message about what you did, just like 5 to 10 words. Fixed demo changes. Press this check mark at the top and press sync changes, and it'll. Sorry, what is this? It is because okay, yeah, it's because it's a bit different from the master branch. So this is actually a good lesson. Whenever you make a merge request, always make sure that you make a new branch afterwards. So say I just made a merge request on a thing called Polkit. You want to make a new branch, just it could be like Polkit 2, whatever. Always make new branches. Never reuse a branch you made a merge request on already. So you should never press this button. Only I should press this button because I'm the owner and I have to review your code. But since I'm the owner, I'll just press this really quick, confirm merge, and this will update or master with it. So let me just go back to master, sync changes, pull changes, then let's make a new branch, create branch, Polkit 2, and then let's get rid of this demo update text, and then let's do remove demo text, push changes, publish branch. Yeah, and then after that's done, you just want to go back to the GitHub, go to your branch, maybe reload, go to your branch, and then press compare and pull request. and then create pull request. Add some text about what you did. I'm just gonna ignore that rule for now. Sorry. And then create merge request. After you're done, you'll want to make a new branch. That's important. You want to make a new branch, never reuse an old branch or give this error that we saw before. Yeah, and that's about it. Let me think if there's anything else we need to go over. Let's see. Oh yeah. VS Code might ask you to log in if this is your first time using Git and VS Code together. Just follow the steps. It should like ask you to open GitHub in a new tab, and then it will ask you to like log in like that. But yeah, if you have trouble logging in, just shoot me a message and I'll help you with that. I already helped like 2 people, so I know how to do it a bit. And then yeah, that's about it. So yeah, sorry for the long video, but yeah, thanks for watching. Adios.